From the G20 in New Delhi to the UN in New York, it's peak season for international diplomacy.
I will address the UN General Assembly on Tuesday. I will draw attention to our efforts regarding humanitarian aid, as well as maintaining international peace and security. We will share our opinions with world leaders on these topics. We will also highlight the crucial role that Türkiye plays in global challenges.
This is President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's first visit to the US since his re-election in May. There's no doubt the relationship between the two countries has seen some difficult times, but those days seem to be firmly behind them.
We have a constructive, warm relationship with the Turkish government. They are an important ally of ours. The president met with President Erdogan not too long ago and reiterated that fact after the meeting.
He's referring to the last sit-down meeting between the two presidents on the sidelines of the NATO summit in the Lithuanian capital Vilnius.
Mr. President, it's good to see you again.
During the relaxed and friendly meeting, both leaders pointed positively to a new phase in their diplomatic relationship.
You made all the more historic by the agreement you reached yesterday and the addition of Sweden and how you're going to proceed. I want to thank you for your diplomacy and your courage to take that on. And I want to thank you for your leadership, Mr. President.
But the sale of F-16 fighter jets to Türkiye is still a sticking point. Most recently, the leaders discussed it on the sidelines of the G20 summit in India.
We had a meeting with Mr. Biden, albeit in haste. We discussed the F-16 issue. Unfortunately, about the F-16, our friends always bring the subject to Sweden. This approach seriously upsets us.
Türkiye has been trying to buy new F-16s and modernisation kits since October 2021. The Biden administration says it supports the sale, but it still needs the approval of the US Congress. And some US lawmakers say they'll only support the sale if Türkiye ratifies Sweden's bid to join NATO. But Türkiye insists the two issues shouldn't be linked.
Until the decision is passed by the Grand National Assembly of Türkiye, it's not possible for me to say yes. I'm not in a position to decide by myself. It needs to pass through my assembly, and Sweden needs to implement its duties.
If the two presidents meet on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly, it's expected the Black Sea grain deal will also be on the agenda. Melinda Nucifora, TRT World, New York.